I'm Pat Wattam with the Pat Wattam team here at Remax First. I wanted to talk to you today about taxes. One of the questions I get as we get ready to go to closing, whenever the sellers look at their closing disclosure numbers, is I already paid my taxes. I paid them in December for this year. No, December taxes payment was for the previous year. So when you paid your taxes in December 2019, you paid for the year of 2019. When you close in 2020, you're going to pay your prorated share of taxes for this year. So if you close at the end of March, you're going to pay 3 months of taxes. You're going to actually give that to the buyer on paper as a credit. Then when the tax bill comes in December, the buyer has your money plus their money to pay the taxes. So if you're sent the tax bill, which sometimes gets forwarded to you, depends on the time of year, then you just need to send it right back to the buyers at your old address, their new address. So that's how taxes are done in Louisiana. Now, one of the other things about taxes here is that we do have a homestead exemption. That's first $75,000 of your home is tax exempt, which means that when you file for your homestead exemption, if you bought, let's make numbers really easy. If you bought a $200,000 house minus $75,000, your tax bill is based on $125,000. So I usually multiply that times 1%. There's actually a percentage you do, but it gives you a ballpark. So your tax bill would, for the year, be about $1,250. Now, that may seem like a lot, but if you go to Texas, sometimes they have water taxes in an area. I have one that was like $5,000 when my clients told me about. That was just the water taxes. Sometimes you'll have some big school taxes because, you know, they got really great schools in Texas in many places. So taxes here are actually very, very reasonable. But what happens if you, forget to file your homestead? Now, if you'll go in that first year, like let's say you close now and you forget and you don't do it to the end of the year, you're good. If you wait to do it next year, they might active and give you some money back, but typically no, getting money back from government's pretty tough. So, but even if you're 3 or 4 years into it, it's not too late to go file for it and at least start your homestead exemption at that point. But if your tax bill looks like it's the same amount as the sales price of your house times 1%, then you know you forgot to file your homestead exemption. Most agents remind their clients to do that, and we remind them, the title company reminds you, but just remember it's really, really important to do that. And the other thing with taxes here, a lot of times in different areas, the tax base may be a little bit higher, and that's usually due to schools. So sometimes when you go to Ascension Parish, their tax rate may be a little bit higher than East Baton Rouge. But again, for the most part, just for your homestead exemption and your taxes you're going to be paying on your house, just take the sales price minus $75,000 times 1%, and it gives you a really good ballpark of what taxes are going to cost you. So I hope these little tips help you for today, and stay dry.